Hello, we're back again. We are ready for our fourth installment of Battle of the Belts. 1 week removed from Fighter Fest, on the road to Fight for the Fallen, and then obviously All In, All Out. Lots of stuff coming in the next couple of weeks, so we need to make sure everybody's getting opportunities. And of course, there's a lot of good, talented matches and good stories as well. So with Battle of the Belts, every match is for a championship, so a few feuds that obviously have no title belts involved in the story won't be taking place, but we do have, as I say, some fresh matchups as well, some open opportunities, because I may have had to panic at the last minute and give somebody the chance, so we should do okay. Main event is going to be Takeshita defending the AEW World Championship against Andrade El Idolo after he attacked and defeated Rush. So, and obviously they had a match up again on Dynamite, and that kind of cemented it when he took him out after it. So hopefully that can do better. We can try and draw a bigger rating than last year's 92, which, as you can see there, Takeshita was just challenging for the TNT Championship. He defeated Danielson, Zack Sabre Jr. and Ilya Dragunov. We had Walter defeat Keith Lee to retain his championship in the main event, and the Briscoes defending the AEW World Tag Titles. And the surprise show of a lot of them was Anna Jay and Mayu Iwatani going to 92 for the AEW Women's World Title. Wild that of all of those main ones there in the top 4 matches, only Takeshita's on the card. What a change in the space of 1 year. So sit back, relax and enjoy tonight's show. This is AEW Battle of the Belts 4 in July 2027. And we are live in the Dooley Field at Sanford Stadium in front of nearly 80,000 fans. And we have the TNT Championship opening the card with a fantastic 89 opener. We've opted here to go with a bout that had some superb wrestling and great heat, as Swerve Strickland gets another defence of the championship. This was the 12th one, as he defeated the ever-impressive Himuro Takahashi in 1820 with a little bit of underhanded tactics. And 94 for Takahashi, and 84 for Swerve. But Swerve Strickland remains your TNT champion. We then cut to the back and we see Riho and Eddie Kingston forming an alliance. Now, to give you the backstory behind this one, I do have a mixed tag team championship. They haven't really been defending too much, but I decided to opt for here. Basically, Riho was wanting an opportunity, wanting a championship match, and Eddie was like, it's not really my kind of thing, but as I say, I respect you, I love everything to do with Japanese wrestling, I'll more than happily, be by your side in this matchup, but as I say, as far as champs, I don't know if it's for me. So that's how we got the Rio and Eddie Kingston alliance in a 75 rated segment. Rio's getting stale, we need to look at that. But they took on the champions, which were of course Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford, champions for over a year, which shows how much of an afterthought the championships have been, so they didn't really have a division. But about had some good heat and decent wrestling. It was Riho and Eddie Kingston who defeated Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford in 11:48 when Riho pinned Penelope Ford with a jumping knee attack. New champs alert as it's Riho and Eddie Kingston with the AEW Mixed Tag Team Championships. This one only drew a 69, though some poor performances in there. Unfortunately, Riho and Eddie won't click as a team, so that could make their title reign a little bit short-lived. But they come out of it as champs. However, they get a beatdown after the bells went, and it is of course the It couple in the save, because in this world, Sammy Guevara Time Mello never happened, and of course, Britt Baker cheated in Adam Cole with Sammy Guevara, so that's the couple, and the two of them have aligned together to take out Riho and Kingston. So could we be looking at future AEW Mixed Tag Team Champions in a 70 rated segment here? We then had a matchup for the TBS Championship. Dani Luna has been on a tear under the tutelage of Chris Jericho. Of course, it's her and Lee Moriarty. And in this matchup, Elena Black defeated Dani Luna in 12:33 with a double underhook DDT, meaning it is the second defence of the TBS Championship, which doesn't change hands here. Dani Luna is also getting stale. Then moved on to another 79 rated match, and this was for the 0X Championship, and it was about that had superb wrestling and good heat, as your new champion Crispy defeated El Hijo del Vikingo in 13:40 with the Art of Finesse. First defence of the belt. I was hoping these two would have an absolute blinder. They probably would have, but of course your psychology penalty does take a lot away. 90 and 83 rated performances. We then have a little promo from Priscilla Kelly, and she says, "Oh, it's the Night of Champions. It's the Battle of the Belts. You losers don't deserve to see me defend my belt. No, thank you. Nope, I'm out of here." 87, just to get this champ on the show that isn't defending the belts. That's an 87 for Priscilla Kelly. No angle, she is literally not defending her belt tonight, that's all. Next up, we had the Queen of AEW Championship. Of course, that's Collision's Women's Championship. That's really triggered a lot of careers onwards. And the next of that is Konami. So she had a challenge from the youngster Millie McKenzie, who's been on a good tear on Collision. And here they had a good wrestling match with a decent reaction from the crowd as Konami wins in 12-10 with the cross armbreaker. This was the 7th defence of the Queen of AEW Championship. She's really kicked on, as you can see, with the 88 ring performance, and another one that probably is destined for bigger things. They finally got the rematch. That didn't quite go off as well as I wanted for the International Championship, the former All-Atlantic, and it was a superb wrestling match that saw All Ego Ethan Page defeat El Generico in 14-21 with a spinning facebuster, again thanks to the distraction of Cody Rhodes. A 77 here, a second defence for him. 85 and 80 were the performances. I made it just regular, but yeah, shame that just a 77. And after the matchup, we just hear some words from Cody and All Ego Ethan Page. It's just them basically being arrogant, saying he's going to be the greatest champion since Cody Rhodes. That is a 78. The big problem with Cody is he's over. His psychology is However, his stats are going down. His technical attributes are not the best, so that is a bit of a worry. Moving along, we had the Trios Championships on the line. A first defence for United Empire as Aaron Henare alongside Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher defended against Top Flight and Dragon Lee. And here we had a good wrestling match with a decent reaction from the crowd as Henare and Aussie Open defeated them in 13:06 when Kyle Fletcher pinned Darius Martin with the Tombstone Piledriver, a first defence of the belts for them. All pretty much into the mid-70s there. You can see Dragon Lee just above Dante off his game. But a solid matchup for the Trios belts and an 82 rated matchup. We then moved on to the matchup for the Collision Championship. Clark Connors is determined to take that away from Powerhouse Hobbs. I just love doing that every video. But anyway, good heat in this one, decent wrestling. But you're not going to have Hobbs drop the belt so quickly into the rain. And he defeats him in 12:08 with a frog splash. First defence of the belt. Punk does some good stuff at ringside. We changed the gimmick of Hobbs finally, as he now becomes a badass. Very good. And you can see a few negative ones there. But yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs will continue to be the man on Collision. We hear some words from Hobbs and Punk, and it's just basically Punk saying, look at this guy, he's fantastic, and he's only going to get better than my tutelage. So that's an 82. We then had the Women's Championship on the line. It was a first defence for Veronica, and it was the former TBS champion Donna Purrazzo who decided to step up. She said it's her time to become the Women's Champion around here. These two had great heat together with good wrestling, but Veronica picked up the win in 13:20 with the locked Ray Slice. 82. Pretty damn good. Veronica will always carry a match in terms of psychology. Diona in this situation would carry it in terms of technical ability. So overall, they came to a good conclusion there with 82. And of course, the streak continues into its mid-50s for Veronica. Her next challenger then steps forward, and it is going to be Mercedes Moné. She says, you've had a change in attitude in the last couple of weeks, and I'm all about money. I feel me against you is all about money. Let's do this one. I'm not even thinking about Fighter Fest, so I'm not thinking about Fight for the Fallen. It's going to be a massive show in the UK, and that's when I want to take that belt away for you. I want to embarrass you in front of the world. So a 98 rated promo. So that ticks that box. We then had the matchup between the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks. Young Bucks getting their opportunity here after winning a #1 contender match. Just a good excuse to put two good teams together. Sadly, a lot of negatives here. Only season 83 despite all the good performances, but superb wrestling, good heat. Lucha Bros defeat the Young Bucks in 13:56 when Penta pinned Matt Jackson with a fear factor. Second defensive belt, still far too early to take them off them. We can see 95, 93, 96, 85, and that is with Nick Jackson and Penta off their game. A lack of psychology is a penalty, so I think you could look at that being maybe about an 87, 88. But that aside, some good positives as well. And Matt Jackson's looking very stale. I'm going to hope to remember these ones, or we'll be screwed. And I believe we're close to our main event. First off, he's coming back soon. He's going to get a lot of hype packages before he comes back to the ring. I'll give him some jobbers to start with just to get the rustiness off him. He's over his long-term injury, but Kenny Omega is going to be back up and running momentarily. A long year out with a concussion, so he's back. Darby's back. Moxley's going to be fully fit soon, so is Ospreay. You're going to have a lot of star power going forward. But speaking of stars, it's all about our main event for the AEW World Championship. Andrade El Idolo, Andrade El Idolo will battle Konosuke Takeshita. Who will pick up the win? Will the match draw over a 90? It doesn't. The psychology penalty hits it despite two stellar performances. An exceptional matchup as Takeshita defeats Andrade in 1943 with a touchdown, and he makes his third defence of the world title. It's weird because I was hoping I would get a bit more luck at the draw with the randomness, because Takeshita's I'm pretty sure Takeshita and Andrade have both like early 80s in terms of psychology, so they're maybe just under what we need. But at the stage now, they just do Takeshita versus Veronica and she can carry it. But 85 still solid. I think we'd been into the 90s quite easily with that penalty, but it continues the fact he's ran through Rush, he's ran through Andrade now, and it's all about finding some more good opponents for Takeshita. Went a shorter match, under 20 minutes, because usually go 30 minutes, it just flops, but just shows it can flop under. And yeah, just the way that a regular matchup as well. So, the show itself still does a 93, increase their pot up in 56 regions. We do take hits when we run Collision, because it's not the most star-studded show in terms of matches. So that's how you always see me gain pop in these kind of shows, because I lose that much through Collision, but it's fine. It's all about making sure I get the best talent. But yeah, every match was for a championship. And in the most boring way possible, literally only change one belt. It's like an actual battle of the belts with barely any change hands. I think if that happened in real life, there would be a lot of anger. But no mixed tag team championships. Everyone else has a good defense of their belts. And yeah, that's pretty damn cool. I'm going to pause the video. We do have one last thing I want to show you, and that is our Owen Hart Cup Memorial Battle, I was going to say Battle Royal, tournaments, brackets, because some matches have been played, but I want to give you an idea of where I'm going with it and what its planned is, so catch you there. There's also now an NJF bidding war, so that's going to be fun. I like to throw money at them. Right, so the plan here for the Owen is basically 6 brackets. We are going to have each bracket of 8 people, so 24 men, 24 women. Each one will be obviously 8 for Dynamite, 8 for Collision, 8 for Rampage, and then the 3 winners will meet in triple threat matches to determine the champions, determine the winner of the Owens, and they can get a championship match down the line. I think I might even steal from WWE. I know I've got the face of the Revolution, but I just kind of give them a title match straight away, but I might have like a kind of briefcase type idea, and if somebody hold that for a year or something. But anyway, we'll run through who's in each bracket. So, in the men's, starting with Dynamite, you can already see there that Hangman defeated Santana. We've got Kaito Kiyoma versus Pete Dunne, Adam Cole versus Garza Jr., and had Wardlow defeat Ortiz. So, despite the last show only being a week ago, there was a lot of stuff done in between to get all these brackets sorted and forward plans. So, that's your quarterfinals. You're basically going to see Hangman face the winner of that one, and Adam Cole or Garza versus Wardlow. I have an idea who I want to win each particular bracket. I don't have an idea who I want to win it overall. That'll be on the spot. But maybe I'll forget and somebody else will end up winning. Over to Rampage. Bryan Danielson's defeated Bandido. We're going to have Daniel Garcia versus Ilya Dragunov. I wonder who's going to win that one to set up a certain match. Taylor Bate will face Pac, and we've just said Wheeler Yuta defeat Jack Perry. Over on Collision, El Lindemann defeated Brody King. Hook is facing Sammy Guevara. Drew Galloway will face Ace Austin. And a surprise singles appearance and a win for Anthony Bowens as he defeated Jay Lethal. So from those winners, take your pick who you think could be the male winner of the Owen Hart Memorial Tournament. On the women's side, we have Kylan King versus Konami. We had Mi Saruga defeating Steph Delanda. Millie McKenzie will take on JC. And we've already had Sarie defeat Sky Blue. On Dynamite, Anna Jay defeated Camille. We've got Mayu Iwatani against Roxy. Rio will battle Danny Luna. And we've already seen Mercedes Money defeat Willow Nightingale. So Mercedes could be at the same time looking to become women's champion and also winner of the Owen Hart tournament. So is she really showing to her protege Roxy how it's done? And last but not least, on Rampage, we've already got our semi-final confirmed. We had Venny take on Britt Baker, Venny with a win. Killer Kelly defeated Ruby Soho, which means those two will clash in the semi-final. And then it's Chris Statlander versus Ty Mello. And of course, the hard-hitting match that everybody wants to always see is Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm. So again, you get 24 to choose from. Probably less than that now, probably 18 because 6 have been eliminated. But let me know who you think will be the men and the women's winners of the Owen. And as I say, I'm hoping to have these finals take place in the show All Out, ideally. Obviously, depends how I want to book Mercedes, because that might change up a wee bit, because I want, obviously, that Mercedes-Veronica match as well. I've put myself in a corner, haven't I? We'll see. But anyway, just watching. It's very much appreciated as always. Crazy to think that we're coming up to 5 years in this save. 6 years actually. I started this in 2021, didn't I? Aye, that's scary. That's really scary. Because I started this when Danielson and Cole signed with AEW. Wow, time flies. So yeah, I have no ambitions of stopping. We keep on going. We've got achievements to make in this game. So just watching, mind check out the Fancy Bookers subreddit, the Gay Dog Software forums, and of course all the places you'll get your other written and verbal diaries and all the stuff from the fantastic creators in terms of mods and graphics, because without them we'd be playing Cornelverse, and it's good, but the options that those guys give us is simply incredible and is genuinely very much appreciated. So take it easy. I'll always shout you out because, as I say, I'm very thankful for the stuff you guys do. So take it easy for the third time. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.